like this, they really pass through our area, our cities, and the farmland each and every day. Investigator Sarah Goldenberg looks into how hazardous materials are regulated to prevent accidents like this from ever happening again.
They're a familiar sight you might not think much about unless you get stopped by a train on your drive. Hazardous materials transported on trains face strict regulation by the federal government, including the Federal Railroad Administration, the Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration, and the Department of Homeland Security. We found railroads must fill out forms with the EPA before shipping hazardous materials, and they must be signed off by multiple people, including the shipper and the carrier. The Federal Railroad Administration conducts inspections and audits. 19 investigates found in fiscal year 2020, the latest year with posted data, railroad inspectors recommended about 3,200 violations nationwide for hazardous materials. And Norfolk Southern Railway, the company involved in this accident, had 391 violations in cases closed, according to the report. The civil penalty for that was initially assessed at more than $1.6 million. Improvements to hazardous materials operations, including a focus on safety, has led to these kinds of accidents from trains declining by 60% from 2000 to 2020. That's according to the Association of American Railroads. Ohio ranks third in the nation for train accidents over the last 5 years, with 304 accidents. When it comes to derailments, nearly $20 million has been reported in damages in our state during that time period. All hazardous materials shipped on trains are required to be labeled by federal law. That way, first responders know what they're dealing with in an accident like this. Sarah Goldenberg, 19 News.